Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. So it is now the 29th of summer. We're almost at the end of summer of year 3. Okay, this chest, by the way, is my chest. Let me grab that. I did do quite a bit of mining between episodes. We're up to level 28, almost 29. Because I was thinking, I think I kind of jumped the gun on thinking about the Ender Dragon. Because I don't have enough ender pearls, I haven't really enchanted a whole lot of stuff. Minus a pickaxe and a sword that has stuff for later on for soul shards. So I kind of jumped the gun a little bit on that because I was like, after the episode I was like, oh wait a second, I probably don't need to go do the Ender Dragon just yet. At least until I can enchant stuff and I have the ender pearls to actually enter the end. And I did go out and do a bit of Enderman hunting. I didn't have a whole lot of luck. I killed a couple, but I didn't get any ender pearls. Of course, we don't have a looting sword, which would be great. But I did try to hunt some down. Just didn't have any luck. And then I also did a bit of landscaping. You'll notice I pulled this mountain back. I decided this Maddock, I'm going to go ahead and use this one instead of waiting for enchanting it. And that's simply due to the fact they're not that expensive anymore. 50,000, it's not that much gold. I'm still stuck in the mindset of last year where 50,000, I mean, that's quite a bit of gold, but now it's like, whatever. So today what I do want to start working on is moving into industrialization a little bit. Start moving into power. Next year we're going to be doing a lot of power stuff, and I have an idea for a very large build, decorative build, because I kind of want like a power station type thing. As the city gets a little bit bigger, not like... I kind of want to do like a factory design, because our main options for power in this pack are forestry and immersive engineering. I was about to say industrial craft. Immersive engineering and forestry are our main sources of power, and I do want to use both of those. I want to use biofuels and stuff like that from forestry. I want to use peat from forestry. I want to use biodiesel from immersive engineering. So I want to start moving into that a little bit today. And we're gonna be doing a little bit with power today because I need power for the machine room, okay? Because I want to start getting into forestry, and bees are one of those things. But also, aside from just bees, I want to, because our main focus of forestry isn't only going to be bees, but also tree breeding. I want to start moving into that. I want to start moving towards getting a peat farm, because I'd really like to get a peat farm up and going before too long for our first like mid-game-ish power. Okay, because right now the only power we have right now is the windmill up there. But I do want to get some power for this room because I want to be able to start putting in forestry machines, because we're going to need forestry machines to make a lot of the forestry stuff. I think we actually made an apiary. Those don't require forestry machines within this pack. We do have the apiary, but a lot of the other stuff that I'm going to need, like, refining down the honeycombs and stuff like that, I'm going to need that stuff, and I really need that stuff before we push into bees a whole lot. And before we really push into forestry much at all. So today our main focus is going to be getting power into the machine room, and we're going to be doing water wheels. Okay, because that's something we haven't touched on yet. We've got a windmill. We're going to do more windmills in the future, more than anything for decorative purposes. But for the machine room, I'd like to get water wheels. I think that's going to be enough power for the machine room, truth be told. Because the machine room's mainly going to be, like, as far as using power in here, probably an improved blast furnace down the road, a crusher. I don't think I'm going to put an arc furnace in this. It's just so big. We're going to have an arc furnace, but not in the tool room. I don't think it really fits well into the tool room. But then we're going to have our forestry machines, our squeezers and carpenters and thermionic fabricators, and all that stuff is going to go in here. And honestly, I think a good water wheel setup with like 6 water wheels should be more than enough power. Now, I will say the town's going to have a few more water wheels. There's actually going to be quite a few up in that direction. But I decided that next to the house here, I want some water wheels up along this mountain. And we're going to shape the mountain once we get the water wheels put in. We're going to shape that. And I'm going to do, like, the water wheels kind of dumping water here. Like water running down off the mountain behind this tool shed area, and kind of like a little spring kind of feeding out into the water wheels from the top up there, and then feeding down into a small little reservoir that leads into like a little almost like a little river or a little creek that kind of runs through the town a little ways, and runs off over in this direction some as well. So, and then the road will kind of cross over here next to it, and we'll make it kind of a nice little scenic spot right next to the house. So that's our main goal for today, and one thing I do want to do fairly soon is I want to set up an XP farm. I was actually debating between doing an XP farm today, or... because we can get that spawner finder over there. We can use that. I don't think I have any... no, I don't have any spawners set as waypoints, but... there is a spawner finder that Granny Catlin sells, so we could make an XP farm, which would solve our issues with enchanting pretty quickly. But I decided I think I want to do water wheels today. So if we pull up water wheels, we need water wheel segments and 4 of these plus steel for each water wheel, and I'm wanting to make 6 of these. So we're going to need 24 water wheel segments. That's quite a bit of treated sticks. I think I've got a lot of creosote right here. So that should be okay. And let's get ourselves like, I don't know, a stack of wood. And we'll just get this thing crafted up real quick. There is 2 stacks of treated wood. And then we'll take like half of these or something. Make some sticks. And then water wheel segments. How much did I say we needed? 24? Well, there's 16 of them. We are going to need more of these, aren't we? I'm going to go ahead and grab that other stack of creosote bottles. And we'll just get another couple stacks of these crafted up. Treated sticks and water wheel segments. And there we go. There's our 24 water wheel segments. Fairly easy to craft, I think, at this point. So, then we just need the steel. Okay, here we go. Block of steel. Okay, I do need to buy compacting drawers. So, yeah, like originally for this episode, I was debating between the XP farm and, well, actually, XP farm or moving into a peat farm was my original intention. Then I was like, well, really, to get a peat farm up and going, we're going to have to get into forestry machines first before we can actually start that. So then I decided to change my mind a little bit. And, oh, what's that block called? The Kinetic Dynamo. I can never remember the name of it. Okay, we're going to need a copper coil block, which is bought from Catlin. Or, I'm sorry, not Catlin. The general store. Is that Catlin? I can't remember. We're going to need a couple of those. And this next day, I'm going to do a bit of shopping. I need to get those 2 copper coil blocks, but I also want to buy compacting drawers. We have 213,000 gold at the moment. That's crazy. It's crazy good. I love it. And this is actually the final day of summer. I've got a lot of this land that's not hoed down anymore because the pumpkins and the melons, and I just left it as is. Probably at the end of the day today, though, I am going to go ahead and cut some of this stuff down with a sickle and hoe this ground a little bit, because it definitely needs it. And by the way, you'll notice the corn is actually offset. I should have had both of them come in today. This was actually this way last episode, but what happened was one day I slept too far away that the back of this farm wasn't chunk loaded, and it caused the corn to kind of get lopsided. So, which, that's fine. We're going to have to get a chunk loader soon, but that's why I went out trying to find ender pearls today, or between last episode and this one, is because we really need them. Like, we need ender pearls, like, in a bad way. We need them for Britannia. We need them for getting more ender pearls by going to the end. We need them for chunk loaders. There's so much that needs ender pearls right now, but I just haven't had a whole lot of luck. Of course, I don't have a whole lot of mobs spawn around the farm, and I don't go out away from the farm all that much at nighttime. But now that we have 10 hearts, we really could do it. Okay, so she is open now. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2 copper coil blocks that we need. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get... I don't know how many of these I have at the moment. Actually, I'm going to wait to buy any of those, because I think I've got some of those. To be honest. We'll run over there in just a second and check it before her shop closes. Because I'm going to get some compacting drawers today. I've been meaning to do that. Just when I kind of just have certain days that I go out really shopping. He's open today, isn't he? Because we still haven't checked out his shop. Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, so he is open here in a little bit. So we'll swing by and check his stuff out as well. Alright, I'm waiting for his shop to open. I'm going to go ahead and get our 2 Kinetic Dynamos crafted. So there's that. And of course, each of these can support up to 3 water wheels. So we're going to go ahead and go for full power generation on that. And honestly, I think it's going to be enough that we can run all of our stuff, I think. If not, I mean, we can add a little bit more power here and there. Maybe like a decorative thermoelectric setup or something like that. You know, that's always an option. Okay, compacting drawers. Let's get like 10 of these. So we're down to 162,000. I'm spending a little bit of money today, but that's okay. Because we have loads of it. LV wire coils, I have none. LV wire connectors, I have 10 of. So we're good on that. And then the relays, what? I can't recall what those took. Okay, copper and hardened clay, and we're set, so. Okay, I'm going to take these compacting drawers. I'm just going to set these up real quick, like, just down along through here. Because at the moment, I'm hurting in a bad way for compacting drawers. Because if you notice, these chests right here, these are a mess. An absolute mess. So let's get, like that. Let's get redstone. Let's get nether quartz. Let's get emeralds. Glowstone. Charcoal. Coal coke. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. Just now getting into it. And we still have to put all the metals in there, like coppers and stuff like that. I didn't buy enough for that. 10 is enough to fit in all of our gems and stuff, so. That's the main thing. There's sapphires. Rubies. Paradots. Okay. And I'm still going to go through and lock those in, but that'll be fine for right now. I'll do that in a minute. And then, see, I've got like coal coke over here. I've got steel. Put that in there. That needs to get dealt with. That's a little bit more cleaned up than it was. So let me grab some LV. Well, let me actually grab what I have in here really quick. And the fishing shop is open as well. I got the connectors. I don't have the coils. And let me get just a couple pieces of hardened clay. And the relays were what? 2? Yeah, 2 copper. LV wire relays. I don't think we're going to need anything more than that. Now, the forestry machines, one thing to keep in mind, they do have a passive drain on power. So if they're not turned off with a redstone signal, they will passively drain power, but a redstone signal can disable them. I'm not for sure yet if we're going to go, because it's not a whole lot of power that it drains, but it is a little bit. So I'm not for sure which one we'll go with. I mean, if we'll go with redstone or just let it sit all the time. We'll see once we get this thing plugged up. So, alright, to the fishing shop. Let's see what he's got for sale, just because I'm curious. We haven't ever seen what he has. Wooden fishing rods, iron fishing rods, golden, diamond, automatic fishing net. Place in the water and give it a fishing rod. Whoa. That's 75,000. Alluring fish hook, long range speed fishing. Aha. Do we want to get an automatic fishing net? That's going to be a bit of our money, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what, though? Technically, if we did an automatic fishing net, there's a chance that we would get, like, enchanted books and stuff. I'm not a big fan of fishing on here. In some games I am, but not on here. Not on Minecraft so much. So, yeah, let's get this. We'll still have, we'll get that and we'll get a diamond fishing rod. So we still have 77,000. So really, I mean, we're still well off. And if we get into our forestry farm, because the first big thing I want to do with forestry, aside from getting into bees and stuff, I want to get the machines put in. And then start getting into bees. And then I want to do a peat farm for power. Because we're going to start, in the next year, we're going to start using a bit of power. So that's kind of why we're transitioning into this. I guess I can just put it like, pow, and then put the fishing rod in there. Yes. 3.2 hertz. Okay. Well, we'll just let that thing fish for a little bit. And we may see about maybe automating it with some hoppers or something. I hate when this water... There we go. Ah, it caught a fish. I may have to play around with that. I don't know if like deeper water would have a better impact or something. I'll have to look into all of that, but that is nifty. That is nifty. Okay. So this wall right here, I'm thinking if we put like a set of water wheels like right there, that's a little ways behind the house, and that'll give me space to kind of shape this up a little bit. And then if we did the other set of water wheels like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, so we'd have it setting like right in there. And then that gives me plenty of space to shape up this side. I think that would work. Now I will say that over here, off to this side, I'm going to have the water kind of come around as a stream, and then we're going to have like a little bridge that comes across, and we're actually going to have a greenhouse over here, because I want to do, I was thinking, I want to do the forestry auto farms, right? And that's one reason I want to start moving into peat power, and next year doing a lot with power, is because I want to get the power to run those farms. I was debating how I want to set those up, because the farms aren't particularly pretty, because if you want like max efficiency, they're kind of like a diamond shape, and they kind of look, I mean, I've seen some builds that work very, very well with them, but for our build, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a greenhouse with those forestry farms inside of it. So we'll actually have that kind of off over here next to this mountain, on the other side of the mountain from the house. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and dig on into this. I think, I want to say it's 5 deep. I'll have to see once I get this thing laid out. And then we'll go like 5 up, I think. Well, we'll try that and we'll see. I have to visually see it. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. Okay, so we're actually going to need to go a little bit off at the top and up. Okay, so let me pull this off. And we'll pull that out and... Oops. Let me put that back for right now. Okay, so we are actually going to come up another 2 blocks. And then we're going to come, well, let's see. Right here. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. That would give it the water space to move around the bottom. And then come out this side. And then we just need to bring it back. So, that works out well. Okay, and I am going to put this right here. This block, these blocks are going to change a little bit later, but I think that's full efficiency. If we start it right there, start the water right above that. Yeah, that should be. Okay, so we'll just bring this back by 1 more level. And actually, I think this block here, we want it to be solid. We want this block here to be solid. And then for right now, I'm just going to dig out like that, just so I don't have water going everywhere, and then we'll shape it up a little bit later on. And then we'll do water wheel, and I always hate putting this last one in here, and water wheel. Okay. So we'll have something like that, and it will, like I said, we will clean this up a little bit, but something like that to work from. Okay, so we're right above where we need to be. So what we'll do, let's find the center right here, and we'll come back by 1 block. Where's my climbing gloves? Let's make sure we got these. And I actually forgot to grab the water in these buckets. Whoops. Okay, let's get some water in this. And we're also going to check and see how our fishing thing is doing. Raw fish, pufferfish, raw salmon. I like that thing a lot. I like it a lot. We're going to have to get a few of those and have them running. I'm assuming that we can get enchanted books and stuff. It hasn't gotten any yet, but that's okay. Okay, so we're right on top of the water wheel. Let's go water there, water there, water there. And that should be all set. And then we'll just fill this back in with dirt. And let's see. Look at that. It is running. Perfect. And the water is kind of flowing out over this, and then it'll flow into our, which actually I don't think this block has to be here, so what I might do is actually kind of smooth that out a little bit. And then the water never resets on its own, so we'll do like that. Okay, and I got another one dug out on the other side here. It's identical, so we'll just pop down our Kinetic Dynamo and then pow, pow. I hate putting these ones in. I hate it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that is all put in now. Like I said, we'll clean that up a bit later on. And then let's get our 3 buckets of water real quick. And we'll put this stuff into our water wheel. So there's the center. And we'll just dig straight down. And there we go. Okay, so our water wheels are working. I'm actually going to zoom over here real quick and sleep. I never ended up cutting down that stuff to start fall, but it is fall now. So, yay. It actually came a little bit quicker than I wanted it to. Like, it felt like summer just flew by. It really, really did. Okay, I've got to get these, let's see, I've got to get these fields all cleaned up. I've got to get the ground hoed. It's going to be a long day. And actually, I need to go take care of the animals because I forgot to yesterday. I'm terrible about it. Let me actually pull these off because I end up climbing on things and then falling into the farmland like I did right there. And that's not good. And I'm already starving. Like, right out the gate. Beginning of the day, starving. And I need to get thirst. Which I actually had to stock back up on water bottles. Since last episode, because we were out of them in the warehouse. I think I'm going to increase the amount of storage that we have for water bottles. So that we can store up a lot more of them. And only have to maybe go there, like, once every few seasons or something. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what, the store is open now. It's only open until 1500 hours, so let's go ahead and, let's see, eggplant, spinach, carrots, sweet potatoes, and beetroot is what she has for sale. So I'm going to go ahead, I know this might be a little bit crazy, but we do it anyways. I'm going to go ahead and get a stack of beetroot, stack of carrots, stack of sweet potatoes, stack of spinach. We are eating through some money right now. And a stack of eggplant seeds. So we only have 11,000 now, but we have seeds for probably, well, some of the seeds, the replantable ones, we may have to actually buy more by the end of the season, but we have seeds, and we've got seeds for next year for a lot of the stuff, so, I mean, at least that's there. Because, I mean, we made it through the season, we bought a lot of really expensive things already today, so I think we're okay to do that. Alright, so we have 5 different seeds. We have, let's see, 12 plots altogether that we can use. I'm going to go ahead and finish hoeing this ground out real quick. And of course my hoe died like right before I was able to finish everything. So I'm going to go get that thing repairing. I'm going to have to get our sickle repairing too, but I got to wait until one tool at a time. So, alright, this I can do. Please come back. Okay. That is being repaired now, and I've got to expand the cobblestone storage too. I need to expand cobblestone and industrial hemp because both of those, I don't have any more space for those. So, alright, let's go ahead and start planning out this front section and get this done. So I'm going to do in this front, I'm going to do, let's see, eggplant, beetroot, and we'll do sweet potatoes. And let me see, that's 6, 8, 10, 8, and 6. We'll go ahead and do sweet potatoes, we'll do beetroot, and we'll do eggplant. And then we'll get those water wheels connected over to our building. We're getting to that, just summer or fall hit. So we got to get all this changed over. Okay, I've got everything tilled. I got to get 1 bucket of water here. I'm going to throw this away. And this, you'll notice I've started getting rotten flesh, ink sacks, lily pads, bowls, leather boots. I mean, this is getting a variety here. It's still 3.38 hertz. I don't exactly know what that's supposed to stand for, but whatever. We'll go with it. Okay, and then we have spinach seeds, which we haven't planted yet. 2, 3, I'm just going to plant these on straight back, and then those middle rows we'll do, I don't know, we'll figure out which crops we want to put there, and then we've got carrots. And the crazy thing is, like, it takes all day to do these farms, this farmland, and, like, we still got more farm plots to add. Like, it's going to get crazy, I imagine. But I will say this winter, I plan to go into the mine again and maybe try to get up to, I think it's gold is the next rank of tools. So we'll try to start getting gold tools instead of just having the silver. I actually need to get that hammer upgraded this season, like in fall, so that we've got it. Okay, so we've got everything planted out. I think what I'm going to do is go with something, I don't want to go with 6 days, I don't really want to go with 10 days. I think I'm going to go with like beetroots and carrots. We'll do extras on each of those. So we'll do beetroot, because these are 8 days, they'll fit in nicely, because it actually takes, I want to say it takes more like 9 days for everything to come through. Like 8 growth days and then a 9th harvest day, I think. I don't know. I haven't actually sat and watched them and kept up with it, but I believe going with something that's like 8 will make sure that we can get 3 harvests for the season. So that's my main goal. All right, let me take care of the animals, and then I need to clean out seeds from last season. Animals are taken care of. This first day of the season, so busy. And then I have to basically shift out seeds. So, well, watermelon. I have some other seeds. I think I already shifted those out. Spring stuff. I think it's over in the other building. I have some seeds over there, but anyways, we'll dump these into there so we've got them. We're going to save money across the season. Well, not really save money, but not have to spend money on seeds for the majority of the rest of the season. Except maybe some replantable, or stuff that has to be replanted. Maybe some of that, but that'll be the most of it. Okay, it should be fairly quick to run through the farm. I think all this stuff, I set the water yesterday for it. Yep, we have nothing that we have to do for crops. We are all done. We are all set. And fall has officially started. Second day of fall. Okay, so we need to get power ran over to this building, more or less. And what I'm probably going to do is we'll enter from the top up here. So, right here, we're right above where the Kinetic Dynamos would be. So I'm just going to dig straight down into here, and we'll kind of cover it up as we go. Okay. Right here is the Kinetic Dynamos. So this is where the power's coming from the water wheels. And then what we'll do is, we'll actually come back out right there. Let's take a look at, it's Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to buy anything. Okay, we can make all this, though. Oh, wait, lead. I've got copper, I've got treated wood planks. I don't know, is the blacksmith isn't open on Sundays, is he? I think whenever I have a bunch of money again, I'm going to go ahead and buy like a stack of all these ingots, so this doesn't happen. It's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, see, Friday through Wednesday. Okay, never mind. He's open. I don't think he opens until 10 o'clock, but there is our hoe. So that's done. I'm going to get our scythe being repaired as well. So I do need to get that up and going. There you go. Get that repairing. And then I need to get some lead. And I think I'm just going to go with like, they're 100 apiece. I'll go ahead and grab 20 lead just so that we've got it. And I'm going to go ahead and stock back up on copper. There we go. Man, we're like more poor than we've been in a while. 7,000 gold, but that's fine. I mean, I think after that stuff, I think we're pretty well set for a bit on materials. I do need to get more compacting drawers for metals, but that can wait. Okay, so I'm going to make an LV capacitor. Redstone, copper, iron, a couple treated wood planks, and LV capacitor. There we go. Because I think what I want to do is I want to have the power from the water wheels just pumped straight into, because I've only got that one slot there, but I think it looks better from the exterior. And I just want the power to just pump straight into an LV capacitor. Then, I mean, it can be stored in there, and it also allows us to accept power from both these sides. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to set this, actually dig back here a little bit. If we set this down, I believe it stores, I want blue inputs on both these sides. And if I was to put this back down, okay, still got the blue inputs. That is perfect. So then what we'll do is, go ahead and fill that up with cobblestone. Cobblestone there. We'll put our LV capacitor right here. So the blue input should be on both those sides, connected into the Kinetic Dynamo. And you can see the energy in it up there at the top is filling up. This thing can only store 100,000, but that's fine. It's not so much for the storage as it is for the practicality of just being able to access it. Both of our Kinetic Dynamos from there. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this power straight back, I think. I actually want it to connect in right over here. So I'm going to put a waypoint, we'll say here, because I want it to come through the area where, I want it to enter the building where the crusher is going to be. And that's because, I'm trying to get down here. Well, that didn't quite work out. I'm almost dead. But I want it to come in where the crusher's at, and that's because I can kind of hide the power cables coming into the building behind the crusher. So, and right here is where the crusher's going to be at. So I'm actually going to have it come down just a little bit more. So the crusher's going to be sitting right here. The power is going to come in. For right now, we're just going to have the power come in like... Well, actually, I guess it could come in above. Yeah, and this isn't going to be visible. It's not going to be open like that. I think that'll be good. For right now, at least. Once we get the crusher in here, we might change it slightly. But for right now, we'll just pump the power right up into here. So I'm going to put a LV wire relay right there. And then what we'll do is... I'm going to go ahead and close that stuff off. Close that off. We're going to have this be an output. So the orange, you just right-click this with the engineer's hammer. This is basically your wrench. And I need... Oh, I don't have my... I right-clicked them into the system, didn't I? My LV everythings. That's fine. I need to get some food so I'm not, like, on the verge of death anyways, so that'll be okay. And I think the next speed building that we'll be doing is around that water wheel area. So we'll clean that up. I'm not going to say for sure this is going to be next episode. I think next episode we're going to be doing forestry. So I know originally I said this episode we were going to get into bees, but I think getting the power so we can get the machines to make bees a bit better getting into, I felt like that was a little bit more of a priority. So plans change all the time in this pack. Especially when I say, hey, let's go kill the Ender Dragon. That's a good idea. Go ahead and lock that in. Okay. Alright, I've got all the stuff that we need to connect this up. So what we're going to do is LV wire connector right here, and we'll just bring this straight back. I'll tell you what. Honestly, I could probably do it in like 2 moves. Yeah. Put a relay right there, and then wire coil, and then wire coil. So the power from the LV capacitor, which is already filled, 100,000, because both of these water wheel setups are both producing 40 RF per tick. So 80 RF per tick is coming into the LV capacitor and getting sent over. It shouldn't be a whole lot of loss, because of course these wires do have some slight loss across distance, but it's not very far that it has to move. And then we should have like 80 RF a tick being pumped in this building. Now, I'm not 100% sure it'll be enough to run all of our forestry stuff all the time without doing redstone. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, the crusher and stuff like that, it's not going to be running constant. Because this pack isn't like a super automation pack anyways. We will do some automation. I know I want to automate sugarcane before too long. But it'll probably be next year because we're going to be working on that factory, like, power station building that I have in mind. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And a sugarcane farm will be implemented inside of that. So, as well as probably have a sugarcane farm just for our farm needs. So we'll kind of have the factory stuff be separate. It's going to be more like a business that's not part of our farm. Is kind of my plan for it. So it's all like self-sustaining. For the most part, we'll have to take some things over there, I think. But We'll see. We shall see. But anyways, the power is being sent over there, so next episode we can dive right into forestry and start. And honestly, I don't know. We might actually get a crusher next episode, possibly, because we have power being ran over there, and a crusher would be kind of nice, so I could start doubling iron. Year 3, nearly the end of year 3, and actually start getting ore doubling would be kind of cool. So, especially as we move into machines and stuff like that, slightly. Next year is where we're really going to thrive on machines, but we may get a crusher next episode and start getting into some of the forestry machines. Possibly start into bees, but it'll probably be the episode after. We're going to be doing a lot of mod-based stuff in autumn, I think. It's going to be a lot of forestry stuff. So, but yeah, I think we'll get a crusher next episode, because that wouldn't be too time-consuming. We may also get a metal press. A metal press would be nice to start making gears, because we're going to need a lot of gears for forestry. If we don't use a metal press, it costs 5 ingots. If we use a metal press, it's only 4 ingots. So we would save an ingot per gear, which we'll be using a fair few of those. So we might get that in order as well. And also plates. Being able to make plates with a metal press would be nifty as well. So, yeah, that's the plan. We'll get into some more. I'm going to run the blast furnace, actually, between episodes, because we're going to start needing steel now. Like, we have a little bit of steel. We're actually going to start needing steel at the start, like next episode, because we're going to be getting into machine blocks and stuff like that. So, I think I'll get that stuff running. Let me grab some coal coke and some iron. Grab a stack of each. I mean, realistically, we probably have enough steel for our needs for next episode already, but just so we've got some extra padding, I guess. I'm gonna grab this XPs. Okay. So I'll get that running, and then that way we've got steel. Make sure we have steel for next episode. So, anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I am going to end it out here. I'm excited about next episode because we're going to be getting into some good stuff. So, but anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, as always, be sure and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.